Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. Which of these two words are you drawn to, and which one do you want to avoid? So think about a goal, a dream, a wish, a hope, something tangible that you want to have happen in your life. And now I'm going to ask you, you can only do one of these two things in order to get it. Would you either sacrifice or would you be willing to be obedient? So that's our two words, sacrifice or obedience. You know, whenever I'm in large groups and I ask this question, 9 out of 10 people go with sacrifice, and only about 10% at the most will choose obedience because we're afraid obedience is going to take away our ability to choose what's the very best for us. And so we wind up going into sacrificing, but because of our previous programming and conditioning, we're going to do that in a very dysfunctional way because we wind up sacrificing what we want long term for the short term feel goods, for the pressure relief. Because obedience simply means to be disciplined for later. You have to be obedient to the identity that your goal is asking you to step into. It's not just actions you take, because the actions you take are going to be based on the emotions that you optimize. And if you are always overwhelmed, then you will do short-term sabotage. You will sacrifice what you want in the future right now by doing too much of something. You're going to eat too much. You're going to procrastinate too much. Yes, procrastination in small amounts is actually good. You're going to make life easier for others. So you're people pleasing too much because you've confused being in a relationship with them with being in a transaction with them. So sacrificing is when you let go of what you want in the future for right now because it feels good, not as an, ooh, feel good, I'm doing something healthy for myself. Feel good because it's relieving the pressure that you've been put under, to where the discipline is for the future. That's the obedience. You know, I was just sharing with you, it's the actions, it's the emotions, but it's also the focus. People talk about time management. There's no such thing as time management. There's focus. That's what you're actually managing. And somebody who's used to sacrificing their health, their happiness, their wealth for others will always go, well, how long is this going to take? But someone who knows that they have to be disciplined to get there says, I will continue to do it until I get it because that is mine. That is one of the things that the universe has planted inside of me as a seed, but it is up to me to nurture and nourish it until it shows up. Okay, sacrifice is short term. It is all about the now. Obedience is the long term. It's who you have to be in order to get that goal. This is the reason why whenever I talk to you about utilizing hypnosis or any type of coaching, I let you know you need to be in an identity upgrade program and process. because just changing your actions is not enough. That is only going to get you about a third of the way there, and then you cannot figure out why it won't take you any further. And if you continue to push through the painful emotions to try to get to what's on the other side, well, now you've got the emotions and you've also got the actions, but that's only going to take you 66% of the way there. Then after that, you've got your thoughts. You've got your beliefs, and a belief is only upgraded after 91 days of consistent action. And that will get you 99% of the way there. Why can I not guarantee 100%? Because there's always that one person that screws it up for all of us, okay? That they don't fit in to any of the programs or processes because they need to be special. Okay, so what are we working on this month? We're working on the agreements that you made because you were pushed across a threshold into a situation where you took on ownership of something that never belonged to you. Go back to the beginning of August and listen to that because each one of these builds on the previous one. So you were pushed into a situation where you were absolutely overwhelmed. You did not have the mental capacity to know how to handle it, which opened you up to be manipulated by others to do for them what they needed to have happen in life instead of focusing on your brilliance and what was the very best about you. Well, it's not your fault that this is continuing. This identity that was developed is continuing to hold you back from getting your goals, but you do have to take 100% responsibility on moving forward. That aspect of you, that younger you, maybe you were a kid, teenager, young adult, maybe it was just a few years ago, but that aspect of you literally froze in time when you went through that experience that was so overwhelming. And it keeps acting out from you at that younger age. This is the reason why you can listen to all the podcasts you want. You can read all the books. You can take all the workshops. If you do not work with that imprint that formed an aspect of your personality that is holding you back because it keeps repeating what it learned at that time, you'll never be able to be freed up to move forward because you will continue to move into sacrifice. Again, sacrifice is supposed to mean letting go of something of lower nature for something of higher nature. But instead, you were taught that it meant that you had to give up your future for someone to feel good now. This is what we're working on this week, is that you were programmed and conditioned to make life happen for other people. And you know you've got this if there's drama, repeating drama in your life, because you will do anything you can to avoid that drama. And so people will bring their drama to you and they will dump it on your doorstep and go, here, fix this. And you do the best you can and you hand it back to them. And they're like, oh, I don't think you sacrificed enough. And so you find yourself giving more and more and more until you get to the breaking point and now you go into drama. And it seems like the only time people listen to you is whenever you have a complete breakdown and go, I can't do this anymore. But here's the thing. They're not respecting you. They're not honoring you. They're just giving you lip service because they know that once the crisis passes, that they can pull you back into the same dance that you've been continuing with them that puts their decisions in your hands for you to make their life better. You need to learn how to detach from drama and that the decisions you make are going to be ones that pull you forward into your destiny. Does that mean that people are going to get worked up trying to pull you back into the dance of their drama? Oh, yes. But you understand that you are changing out drama for discipline, because the subconscious mind will not tolerate a void. When you take something out, you better choose its replacement. And if you do not, it will choose for you, but it will choose something that is very similar to what you just got rid of, which is the reason why we can get rid of one bad job and we find ourselves in another one. We can get rid of one bad relationship. Ooh, and guess what? We're in another one. So you've got to upgrade it. Go from drama to discipline. If I can assist you with this in utilizing hypnosis and helping you reach out to that younger you and giving it a new operating agreement that is going to be based on the opportunities for your growth, then reach out to me. 1-636-699-7791 or go to canhypnosishelpyou.com. You can do this. I believe in you. Until you develop your own belief, just borrow mine.